Dolls with piles of hobby. Fa la 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 la.
Welcome back to Pat and Ken at the holidays, pandemic version. I'm Ken Candela, the movie wag.
I'm Pat McDonald, the Über critic. It's 2020, Ken.
2020. So this installment, we're going to take a look at our surreal treatment.
And the reason I'm the one that suggested this because we never have delved into the Hallmark type Christmas movie.
Right.
And the most popular theme of these Hallmark type films, and they're not all on Hallmark, they're on Netflix, they're on UPN, they're on Guido, whatever, they're everywhere. One of the most popular themes is Prince. The Christmases with royalty, Christmas with the Prince. So I found on YouTube, Christmas with the Prince.
Right. And just to make a note, this is not a true Hallmark production.
No.
This was actually a story that was a Harlequin romance novel. So it was taken from a Harlequin romance. So there is cleavage, ample cleavage in this one that you won't find in your typical Hallmark treatments. And it's ironic that it's cleavage because most of the cleavage takes place in a hospital. Yeah. And these movies always start the same. There's always this panoramic shot of like the most beautiful Alpine, I don't know where they film a lot. A lot of these, I think they film like Romania or anything.
Well, they also show the Prince swooshing down in his skis, and it's badly done.
Hey guys, Prince Alexander here. I was on the mountain today and I ran into a spot of trouble.
But he breaks his leg, Ken, or breaks his whatever.
And he has to take up residence at a local hospital. Now, the first thing I thought of was, okay, he's a prince. You can see that he comes from a royalty with a huge castle and everything. Okay, he broke his leg. Get him on a jet and get him home.
And he has to go to the pediatric cancer ward where the lovely Dr. Tasha is working.
Well, as it happens, Dr. Miller is friends with Prince Alexander. They went to boarding school together.
Stop it immediately.
He was just hurt while skiing and he needs to go to a hospital. His security team really likes our hospital's isolated location. And when Dr. Miller suggested that he stay in her ward over the holidays so that he could be comforted by friends, well, they got very excited about the excellent sight lines and the straightforward guarding against intruders.
And her brother's in it. He's nurse. What's he? Nurse.
Nurse Jeff.
Yes, please hold for Nurse Jeff. Look, I am sorry I did that to you. I genuinely thought I was helping. But if you say no, I will respect that, and I will just tell them it can't work out.
Say yes, but I am doing this for the kids.
Yeah, of course. Who else would you be doing it for? I mean, who wants the world's most eligible bachelor in a private room on bed rest? Yeah, you're a saint, honestly. I admire it.
Yeah.
Actor. He's the one that was most relaxed.
Yeah.
But he's obviously gay, but they try to make him...
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, not at all. Everybody's personal lifestyle choices are their own. But they tried to hook him up with the aide-de-camp to the prince.
Yeah.
Bella. It was awkward.
Having already failed the prince once this week, I admit to being a little on the aggressive side.
I am resisting every urge to say something inappropriate.
That's why you and the prince are friends.
It seemed like the prince in him had something going on. I don't know. Does come off as slightly creepy. Did you think he came off as creepy?
A little bit, yeah. I always see the worst in everybody, so I think I'm suspect of everyone, But yeah, it was a little weird.
What are you doing out of bed?
Just went to freshen.
What? There are people who can help you move,
Well, he also tried to have situations where he would be shirtless because he had the nice six-pack.
That's when it got kind of creepy.
Yes, exactly. Let's talk about the king.
The king. Now, the king was actually an actor who was the boss on the old nanny show.
Yeah, Mr. Sheffield.
And he's much older, so you don't really recognize him at first.
Edward.
You'll be surprised how many times I get that as the initial response. I'm told we've already met, is that true?
Briefly, sir. Yes, back when I went to boarding school with your son.
Ah, how nice. Well, knowing Jeffrey, I assume you got all the brains in the family.
Always nice to see you, Your Majesty.
What was weird about him is he always was on a television screen.
Yeah.
In a strange room where it looked so confined. But basically, everything was cheap in this thing.
It is what the title says. It's Christmas with the Prince.
I reran it 3 times to understand what the country was. I came up with Moronia.
Ladies and gentlemen, His Majesty, King Edward III of Zanzibar.
And the Dr. Tasha goes to the castle because they have a Christmas party.
Yeah,
right?
the Christmas
Lots of
ball.
people Christmas ball.
Probably one of the most horrible gowns. I'm no fashion plate, but it looked like that gown was designed by a child. First, they couldn't get a good staircase, and then secondly, the gown was horrible.
Yeah, it was a bad gown. Yeah, Edith Head would be spinning in her grave.
Edith Head would be standing on her head in her grave.
That's that kind of mindset, that you can go from, just a plain simple life to, royalty. And watch The Crown and you can see how that all works out.
You get bulimia if you're a princess.
Yeah.
All right, Ken, your Christmas bells.
Christmas bell.
On Christmas with the Prince.
I'm going to give it, can I give that? I don't know if I can do it. I'll give it 1 bell. I'll give it 1 bell. I'll give it 1 bell. Let's put it this way. I give it 1 bell because I would probably never watch it again.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of how I decide some of these things. And
I'm going to go 2 because I like Nurse Jeff. And I think him and the Prince have a thing.
He should get his own movie. I would probably watch that again, the Nurse Jeff story, where he meets a nice young man and hilarity ensues. And
this is also on YouTube, Christmas with a Prince. For our next segment, we're going to go to TV land, Ken, and a 1953 episode of Dragnet called
dun, dun, dun,
dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, called The Big Little Jesus. That's next.
That sounds like a rapper name, doesn't it?
It does. That's next.
Big Little Jesus.
That's next on Pat and Ken at the holidays.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
That's coffee, Ken.
Or Jackie Gleason.